Exit 36, founded in 1907, known for its plantations that harvested strange fruit, I mean beans. A place where dreams of better days rises and set with the sun.
I've been working in history for about 25 years now, and you always hear the name of Blanche Ely coming up. She talks about being this little small-town girl, growing up in a country setting. She came to South Florida, came to Fort Lauderdale, and she just kept working and fighting with the school system to get more and more services for the students. When she first got here, black students were only supposed to be going up to the 6th grade. You only went to school for about 6 months, and it was on a split shift.
There was a lot of kids that had to miss school and go and pick beans because the farmers required it. And then some families had to leave to go north to pick vegetables, when they left and school closed. So that's the way it was here in Pompano.
Another thing that Mrs. Ely was able to do by 1956, she actually got accreditation for the school, even though there were some white schools who had not gotten accreditation around her.
We knew behind the scene that she was going Fort Lauderdale and that she was making trips and writing letters, fighting for her boys and girls to keep the school open year-round. We heard about her struggles doing that, and we were so excited and elated when we got to go to school year-round.
She was doing very, very innovative things. She was trying to get some of the best teachers.
And she provided a place for them to stay when you got to Pompano. All of them had to go to a particular church. Once she had devotion every morning, then the teachers would go into their classrooms and they would impart the same thing. Miss Ely had brought the system to Pompano and she was in charge. Mm-hmm. So most of the households, she had taught the parents of the students. Yeah. Therefore, she had the backing of the community.
Mrs. Ely was one that always thought that we should excel, and she would call us my children, my boys, my girls, and she was encouraging, and she was very inspiring that you would want to continue your education, that you would want to be successful in life, because this is what she wanted.
My memories of Mr. and Mrs. Ely, we always call him Professor Ely, it's just good things.
They were like a dynamic education team working to do as much as they could for black students. In 1930, they together start writing these forms to be able to get the first federally funded lunch program in Florida. And then actually would go and help other schools to see how you can do this, how you can get your students fed.
It was fun when the two in Adams High School and Blanche Ely High School played football. They were rivals. And it was so funny just to watch the two of them, how they interact with the teams going at each other.
We only knew that he would be upset if we beat his school in basketball.
But the winning tradition started with Miss Ely's legacy when she started basketball team in 1949, football team in 1950. There was nothing but a winning attitude drilled into students that you can do whatever you want to do. This started many, many, many years ago. And we'd like to see it continue, but have some knowledge as to why it's there.
Mrs. Ely lived into the house until she died in, I think, in 1994. And after that, several community gatherers got together around just about 2000. They started off as an education foundation, and then the education foundation acquired the house to say, let's make this into a museum. Both she and her husband, they wrote letters to the Pope, they wrote letters to the President, They commissioned the government to do things. There are photographs of all types of school events. She still saved a lot of that accreditation process. So you can see the process she had to go through to get the school accredited and to keep it accredited. I come in and you can see pictures of coronations and things like that. But to them, they're coming in and looking at their grandmothers. They're looking at fellow students that were with them. They're looking at events that they were actually a part of. So you can tell that there's a great pride in this community for preserving the Ely House.
Ms. Ely's shoulder, we are standing on her shoulder today, and also Professor Ely. Because if it wasn't for Mrs. Ely, I don't think I would be the person I am today. And not even my children. And my children's children.
Ms. Ely would be pleased. Ms. Ely would. And Ms. Ely did not do that. All that she did, it was not so that she could be cherished. It was because of the love that she had for the people.
We had some good times thanks to Miss Esther Rowe. History was made politicking with Mr. Carl Weaver. Tiger trails were paved by Miss Ely. Prize being stitched on the seam of my soul. I am made in Pompano